Hello guys, how are you doing? Tuesday here, Thursday, excuse me. And yeah, the daily scoreboard, what has happened, the Twitter update, and we're looking into what data coming out tomorrow, potential data that's coming out tomorrow that could potentially move the markets. Let's see. Again, guys, highly appreciate every followers here, both on Twitter, YouTube, and the Substack. Check it out if you like the content. Highly appreciate it as always. So, silver, my screen is not working. Abandoned ship. 1 second, needs to reload here. Silver, I want to show you, yesterday we had a great day, up 2.5%, but today we're down 3.2. And again, getting rejected at that pesky 80, excuse me, 80, $26 level, a tad below here, but you can see the trend lines coming in. It's just, we're knocking on the door and it will break at some point. However, the candle today is, a big engulfing candle, engulfing the previous, yesterday on decent, actually above average volume, not the greatest of them all, that is for sure. So no breakthrough yet. Again, the 26, a tad below is confirmed the level to look for. We can make it a bit bigger here. There it is. That's the one to look for. So again, so close and yet so far. We will get there, no problem, no problem. Gold, down here, basically flat, well, down 0.2%. Bit of an interesting candle here. Yesterday's pop of that bull flag, and now we have a big, big volatility day. And also the volume is also a little bit bigger than average. So a bit of a, I will not call it a nasty candle for gold. It's not the best, obviously, but again, it's not the worst neither. So gold to silver ratio, big bounce again here. We simply cannot seem to break that pesky golden trend line, the upper there. Again, bouncing big time here. Let's see where it takes us. But again, today was actually, yeah, not the best day for gold and silver, even though gold is flat, which is nice. The candles and the rejections are quite huge. And you can see here, we want to, again, as I've been saying 1,000 times, we want to get below this golden trend line here, then we are ready to go. But yet again, we're getting a big bounce. It is just incredible. However, I want to show you the DXY. It is up 0.6%. That's a big move in the dollar in the DXY. And yeah, that's massive headwinds for gold and silver. And that's also, why we are getting, that big kind of a rejection that we saw today, especially in silver. Massive green candle there on the DXY. Potentially, again, you can see how close we are. If I remove a lot of this stuff here, that's maybe not as useful for now. You can see we're actually coming into a massive decision maker right here. Which way will it be? I do think if I will not do any predictions, but again, you can see there a massive squeeze coming up. And which way will we go? Which way will we go? It's going to be potentially one heck of a move, depending on which way it is. Bitcoin down 4%. I want to show you Bitcoin here. This is the 1 hourly. Basically, yesterday we broke this channel here, and now we're basically retesting it. So Bitcoin needs to hold here at this big level that is the previous, major high there, 2021. That's basically where we are standing now as support. So we haven't broken down, completely. So, but short term, bears and bulls are fighting it out right now. You could argue, again, it's not confirmed yet by any means, but I'm eyeing this potential topping pattern there. In order to confirm, we need to get below that neckline there, and then we have a more bearish scenario. But for now, it's still holding actually quite decently, I will say. Gold, oil here down roughly 1%. We did tag that 82 a few days ago, and now we're coming off of it. And in order to get bullish, we need to get above that pesky 82. And as long as we hold the neckline here, it's all no biggie. So the levels to look for is roughly 78.5 and 82.7. GDX down 1%. Okay, yesterday was really good, and now we're just having a bit of a downer day. Again, ever since we have broken out, gold has outperformed, or the miners has outperformed gold by 4x. I made a post about it on SOXX. You should check it out. Here we have the SIL. Basically, we had a tiny right shoulder. Usually you want to see it a bit longer duration-wise, but okay. And we're basically retesting the neckline here right now as we speak. Good divergence with the silver miners compared to silver. You can see silver down 3.3 and only miners down 0.8. That's a plus, even though the silver price action is not the best. But again, we are so close to a breakout. It gets really jittery when you are this close to a massive breakout. So let's just watch what happens here. Uranium spot price, I think, is at 90. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. So again, up a few percent today. And these, 20 to 30% pullbacks is still holding on. I'm not saying that this is over, but again, we are getting, a decent bounce now here. So some buyers are stepping in. URNM, I will make the URNM flash update after this one here. But again, up 0.5%. I'm glad that we held. We came back into the bear flag yesterday, that yellow bear flag, and we're holding it for now. So even though we didn't do much, I'm still, okay, we are still holding that bear flag. That's very important to get back inside. So let's see where it takes us. The 10-year rates, basically flat, but we have, wicks at the bottom there, but even though a red day nonetheless. Palladium, we're still holding our beautiful neckline. We're down 1.5% today. This is the inverted head and shoulders, retest, deep retest. We're still holding the neckline. That's quite good. So we are still, in my view, trying to put in a major bottom. But when you have such a massive down move here, the bottom should take some time to really mature. And I think we have a few months ahead of us before we can call that bottom big time. Platinum flat, we retested that triangle yesterday, and we're going, bouncing a bit here. Let's see where it takes us. So copper, 0.3%, has broken out big time here. What happens on the date, on the 1 hour here? Do we have anything? We do have potentially, this is short-term stuff here. So potentially you can see that we may be making some topping pattern there. But again, we have just broken out. So let's see. But again, usually and often you get a retrace to the big breakout, and then that's where the big stance will be for copper. But for now, as long as we're above $4, copper is really good. Okay, let's see what data points coming up tomorrow that potentially could, do some movements. I just briefly skimmed through it, and I didn't see a lot of stuff coming on. We have some retail sales from the Great Britain. Again, it's a minor data point. I think I remember I found some here. Where was that? If I can remember. No, yeah, we have Powell speaking. Again, I don't know what he's going to say. And to be honest, I don't even care. I think we had the FOMC statement yesterday, and that's the big one. I don't know what he's going to say, to be honest. But this is just before the open, so let's see what happens there. And then we have a lot of US oil rig counts. So that is for oil, coming out roughly 3 hours after the open. And then we have all the COD data that always comes in on Friday for different commodities. Yep. Okay, good. Let's see what we have from the Twitter people, the amazing people on Twitter. Here we have Sahara. Silver failed to break out by tomorrow's close, will likely leave us a small-bodied weekly candle, which isn't ideal at the key resistance level. You can see right there, that red candle there. We couldn't quite break out as we just discussed or shown on the charts. So therefore, I would prefer to see a breakout this week, meaning tomorrow, which would lead to much bigger push to the end of the month and the monthly breakout. So again, if this means that tomorrow we need to have like a 3-4% day for silver. Sounds a bit optimistic, but again, I agree that would be insanely nice to have that weekly breakout that could lead into the monthly move. Burak here, ES, that's the SP 500, the futures. broke the blue ascending to resistance to the upside exactly as per yesterday's video. We may get a back test of that broken resistance and then more upside. So basically we broke that blue parallel channel there, boop, and potential retest. But again, you can see here also 5,375, meaning we will tag that golden uptrend here at roughly a tad below 5,400. So beautiful stuff by my good friend Burak. I posted this chart here. This is Apple against URA. Apple versus uranium miners. Apple has peaked, and after that, it formed a big rising wedge, which had a breakdown 6 months ago. This favors URA over Apple in the long term. So basically what I'm showing you here, in my view, this is, we have the big move up, we have the major drawdown, some sort of, bull trap here, there is rising wedge, we're breaking down. If you look at this market psychology chart, this is basically what this means, in my view. And this favors uranium. Apple obliteration. As Apple goes, so goes the market, is officially dead. And yeah, I think it is. I think right now everything relies on the semiconductors. You're talking NVIDIA, what's it called? Semi-micron, no, SMCS, I think, yeah. And all these big companies, they are the ones right now holding up everything. AMD also. These are the big guys now. Apple is the old guy. How does the saying go? This is Goldman Sachs. The bigger the base, the higher in space. So we have roughly 3 months worth of sideways action, and then we have 2 green candles, and then boom, we pop today. Beautiful, technical. Again, very simple. You just define the range and you wait for the breakout, and it's just Goldman Sachs looks really good right there. TrendSpider, AMD finding high probability trading setups is all about confluence. 4-month trend line support, 50 SMA, and year-to-date volume point of control all lining up in one spot. So basically what he's saying, here we have 3 levels of confluence support with a trend line, beautiful trend line, by the way, 50 day moving average, and then we have this volume node here with a lot of volume right in this zone here. So we're getting a bounce, beautiful stuff. This is what I mean, patience, and you will be able to buy these kind of setups here. Incredibly great setup there by TrendSpider. Obviously, if we come down, let's say we bounce here and we get lower, then that's a big warning. So it is very well defined and easy to get out when and if you're wrong. So that's all I had for today, guys, for the recap. And yeah, as always, subscribe here, YouTube, Twitter, Substack, highly appreciated. And yeah, have a great evening, guys. See you. Bye.